everyone, and welcome back to another video, the T on NPD and relationships. So of course, before we get started, I'd like to invite you to hit that subscribe button, hit that follow button, and come follow me as we discover our destinies. To my new subscribers and new followers, welcome. To my tribe and family at large, hey listen, welcome back. Thank you for visiting my media resource and finding value in something that I have to say. I appreciate your time. And listen, if you like the content that I am bringing to you, why don't we let the YouTube community know? Listen, by simply hitting that like button, it gives our tribe and our family right here the greatest opportunity to grow. So of course, you know, I want to mention that I am a certified professional life coach. If you are in need of life coaching services, please email me at theteaonnpd@gmail.com. That is theteaonnpd@gmail.com. Of course, I want to invite each and every one of y'all to the Thursday Night Live, y'all. Yes, it goes down right here on the T at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That is 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We have our live stream right here. Lots of great eclectic energy, information, listen, revelation, conversation, listen, everything positive. We have it going on Thursday nights, y'all. So come on out and join the family on Thursday nights, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Of course, you know I want to draw your attention to the community tab. Lots of great information in the community tab for the tribe here. And our store, y'all, we got merchandise. Get your T on NPD merchandise right here on the channel. Yes. Okay. So listen, special announcement. Listen, I want to thank each and every one of you for doing your part in helping us spread the awareness about this horrible abuse, narcissistic abuse. And every time you all take part and you engage in the videos with your comments, and of course by hitting that like button, it helps us to get this life-changing, sometimes life-saving information out to the masses. So thank you, beautiful tribe. Thank you, family. You all are doing a phenomenal job. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So let's get into this video. Yeah, let's talk about this thing that this narcissist could never do with you, no matter what. Okay, no matter what. So the reason I want to bring this particular topic is because I do understand that there is a lot of frustration around trying to basically take in and understand everything that kind of happened with the narcissist. You know, a lot of different things that they did, a lot of things that they didn't do. Why did they do this? Why didn't they do that? I mean, there are a lot of questions, right? And so what I try to pull out is some of the little things that just really got on your nerves that you just can't find a video on, but you really want to know why this happened. Okay, so let's talk about it. So the thing that I want to discuss in this video is, why could you not ever have a deep conversation with the narcissist? Why? I mean, you know, we all know, all of us that have been involved with the narcissist, we know how very superficial they are. Okay. Now, the appearance of it is that in the beginning, you know, they can go really deep with the soliloquies and the this and the that, you know, during the love bomb stage. And half the time, listen, y'all, the birds, okay, those ducks with capes on, okay, a fish looking like a frog with some pink lipstick on. I'm already told y'all how they be looking, okay? But see, listen, in the beginning, a lot of times this stuff that they're writing to you all on text messages, this stuff that they are sending to you all on email or however you're communicating, especially if you are on these dating websites, a lot of this stuff they are copying off of the internet because they don't really know how to express themselves that deeply. I mean, even if they do, it's a very surface thing. It's nothing that they could ever mean. Okay, that let's just put that out there. They could never mean it. That's why a lot of times when you were having conversation with them, you would be sitting down and you're like, yeah, I'm thinking about, just really going and diving deep into my spirituality, education, whatever it was. You know what? The first thing that they would do, they would crack a joke. Yeah, that bird, recycled pigeon, okay? That Mr. Ed, the first thing they're going to do is crack a joke. That's what they do. Why? Because what they need to do is they need to insert something there, because they don't want, what you're doing is you're trying to pull in a piece of them that they are very unwilling to give you. The narcissist, do they have, and the big question is, do they have the ability to be intimate? The answer to that question is yes. But are they going to give you intimacy? The answer to that question is no, absolutely not. But see, when you try to go in that vein with them, or when you try to, they would crack a joke, take you to a whole nother different conversation. And then, or if they didn't crack a joke, they would make fun of what you were saying to them. You would tell them, something about where you were trying to go spiritually. Maybe you say, yeah, I was thinking about, reading the Bible in a year, or I was thinking about going to seminary school, or if you were talking about, something with your education. Listen, I was thinking about enrolling in this master's program. If the narcissist doesn't have an education, they're not going to be interested in that. Bottom line is, anything serious is off limits to them. Okay, I don't care what you did, or I don't care how you said it. It was not going to be taken seriously. Now, they already know, okay? They already know how serious you were or how serious you are. They already know that. So what that does is twofold. Okay, it pulls them out of the jam of trying to have that deep conversation with you, because they can't go there. And then the second piece of that is that they're drawing fuel off of your emotional reaction to the fact that they're cracking a joke about what you are deeming very serious at this time. Okay, so they are not going to go there with you. They are not going to walk down that intimate road with you, babe. I don't care what you say. They are not doing it. Okay, they are not doing it. And see, they need to get the fuel off of the conversation, because what you got to remember about a narcissist is everything that they do is centered around gaining fuel, gaining control, or something has to be in it for them. Okay, everything that they do. So that's what you need to know, trust, and believe. So when you were in that conversation trying to dissect, and then a lot of times what you would do is you would try to start off with something lighthearted, and just ask the narcissist what do you think about this? You're trying to pull them into the conversation. What do you think about it? How do you feel about this? Or how do you feel about that? And then as soon, and they would, and listen, this is the cold piece about it. This is how cold they are with it. Thank you, Lord. Thank you. This is how cold they are. They would actually engage in the conversation. They would answer those surface level questions, and then it's like, then all of a sudden, as you begin to move into what you were talking about, it was like the switch just got cut off. Yeah, like the switch just got cut off. And you're sitting there wondering, like, okay, so what just happened here? Well, what had happened was, okay, you in a conversation with a whole bird. Yeah, with a whole bird. And see, you are not understanding that's what that the switch is. See, the switch was never turned on in the first place. Okay, but see, they had to answer the questions because they had to set you up to make you think, watch this, that they were going to have that conversation with you. Remember now, everything is about fuel. So they had to set you up, make you think that they were engaged in the conversation, because they knew that the minute you switched and you started to really go deep into that conversation, they were going to shut it all the way off. And when they shut it all the way off, it was like shock value to you. Okay, just like shock value. You like, what? Wait a minute, what happened here? And then then this is what you do. Okay, so they're getting fuel off the shock value. And this is what else. It goes a little deeper. They're getting fuel off the shock value. Then you're like, well, wait a minute. Because they already know that you're getting ready to ask some questions because you're trying to figure out, well, wait, what just happened? We were just having a conversation about this, and I'm trying to tell you what's happening here. And we were engaged in a conversation. What happened? I thought we were having a conversation about X, Y, and Z. Oh, no, you were having a conversation about X, Y, and Z. The narcissist was having a conversation with that demon in their mind as to how they was going to draw some fuel out of the conversation and how they were going to set you up for the shock value. Then they're going to set you up for the argument on the back end. Because what is going to happen right after they switch it up on you? Then you're going to get upset like, first of all, I don't appreciate you laughing at me because I'm trying to have a deep conversation with you. Or I'm trying to have a serious conversation with you about something that really matters to me. And so it really makes me feel some type of way that I'm trying to have this conversation with you, and it's like you just switched. You just turned the switch off. Well, baby, the switch was never on, honey. Okay? This bird has been off the whole time. Out there on a branch or a limb somewhere. Yeah. So this is what they do. This is how they do it. So then they set you up. Now you asking questions. Guess what that's getting ready to lead into? That's getting ready to lead into an argument. The narcissist set it up from the jump. They set it up from the jump. See, you got to understand that this is something that they do all the time. A serious, deep, intimate conversation is something that a narcissist is never going to give you. And if it is if they pretend that it is a serious, and some of them can pretend so well that they will go to the place of crying, y'all. I'm so serious. They will go to the place of crying. Oh yeah, I had this and I had that. Listen, this is what happens. If you think it's for real, as soon as you switch topics on them, as soon as they try their tears, they are back to square one, like nothing ever happened, because it wasn't real. And then you're sitting there thinking to yourself, you're like, wait, hold on, wait, what just happened here? Did you? But you were just crying. Oh, but they'll go in the bathroom, get themselves together, might walk around with their head down for a couple of minutes. But as soon as you mention something that they want to do, or as soon as you mention something, because of course you're going to try to make the situation better for them, you're going to try to comfort them or whatever, then they go right back to square one. Because they are not going to have a deep conversation with you. Don't try. Quit trying, stop trying. I know you tried or whatever. Once you find out that you are dealing with a NARC, okay, a narcissist, you don't even play with it. You don't even play with it because you're not going to get anything serious out of it. All it's going to do is drive you crazy. The switch never came on. Okay, the switch never came on. It's not like they switched and turned off. The switch never came on. You were having a serious conversation with the shell of a person because that's all it was. And see, what it is that the demon that is inside of them is not going to allow them to go deep and intimate. Why? Because in that deep, intimate space, watch this. This is revelation, y'all. Revelation. In that deep, intimate space, therein lies the true self. Revelation. That demon is not going to allow you to reach the true self, because the false self is what is projected to outwardly to the world to keep that true self hidden. Because if the true self comes forward, then that means that the false self has to go. How many demons you seen trying to leave out of a host that was that good? Because a narcissist is a great host for a demon. Okay? So you got to understand that is going to be the prevention of you ever getting anywhere deep with a narcissist. That demonic force is not about to let go of that space, baby. And that's what you need to know, trust, and believe. So if you think you're going to have an intimate conversation with a narcissist, or if you're trying to figure out why it always went south, every time you were trying to have a serious or intimate conversation with the narcissist, this is why. Yeah, this is why. Because they have a force, an entity that's inside of them that will not allow them to go there. And if they pretend that they're going there, it's only a pretend. It's nothing real. Because see, what they want to do is they want to draw fuel out of every situation. And you being the critical thinker that you are, this is a great way for them to draw fuel out of the situation, because they know you're going to ask questions. They know that you're going to be upset that they flipped and turned on you at a drop of a dime. They already know that. They setting you up for it. I mean, it's layers to this thing, y'all. They draw you into the conversation by making you think that they're interested in what you're saying. And then once you start into the conversation, they just flip out. They go somewhere else. That bird done landed out there on another branch with another pigeon. Okay? Yes. You know what I'm saying? Looking like the number 10, 11, and 12. Okay? This is what I'm saying. So I wanted to, of course, put this in a video so you all can understand this is something that the narcissist, I don't care what, is never going to give you in a addiction ship with them. They're never going to give you deep, intimate conversation. And if it is, it's pseudo. And I don't care what you saw in the beginning of the relationship. A lot of that stuff was copied off the internet. If they do have the ability to write like that, because some of them can be creative, it's not anything that they mean, because when you go to them and ask them about what they said, they're going to play it off, or they're going to laugh it off like it was nothing. Oh, I just do that sometimes. I thought you might like that. Nothing serious, nothing deep, because that's not who they are. Okay, so I wanted to put this in a video so you could understand what was happening when you were trying to have those deep, intimate conversations with the narcissist, because that's just not who they are. That's not what they're going to give you. And the demonic force that drives that whole situation inside of them is not going to let you get in deep, because the true self is located deep. And if the true self comes forward, that means that the false self has to go. So you do the math. All right. I know y'all smart, and I know you gonna do it. Listen, if you have not hit that like button, make sure you hit the like button so this information can spread out to the masses that need this information. Listen, y'all, family, you do a phenomenal job supporting the channel. Thank you so much for doing that. And please don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you like the content. And of course, you want to join our beautiful tribe here. And listen, I want to tell you, be safe, take care of you. And I will see you all at the top. I love you all. Ciao.